Breathing through the walls, your shadow still knows my name. I trace your laugh in silent rooms, but it never sounds the same. I sleep on your side of the bed like it's the last place you stayed. Every memory's a mirror, and I don't like what it says. I learned how to smile in public and cry when nobody sees. I keep all your broken promises folded inside of me. Now I'm talking to ghosts we used to be, dancing slow in what we lost. Your love turned colder than your heart, and I paid the cost. I scream but silence is my home. Since you walked out the door, I loved you honest, loved you deep. You don't live here anymore. Your name tastes like old regret when it falls from my lips. I replay every almost, every moment we missed. You said forever like a prayer, then you changed your belief. Left me counting all the ways you stopped choosing me. I would have bled for your truth, but you lied so effortlessly. Now love left no trace behind, just scars you never see. Now I'm talking to ghosts we used to be, dancing slow in what we lost. Your love turned colder than your heart, and I paid the cost. I scream but silence is my home. Since you walked out the door, I loved you honest, loved you deep. You don't live here anymore. I'm bleeding through the rain tonight, let it wash you from my skin. All your promises turned to dust the moment you gave up on us. Broken glass, soft skin, no defense. I held you like a truth, but every echo of goodbye still sounds too much like you. If I disappear from your life, would you finally feel the space? Or was I always just a chapter you were ready to erase? Now I'm talking to ghosts we used to be, in a love that couldn't stay. Your arms felt like a sanctuary, then you walked away. I cry where tears of shallow graves, where our future used to start. I survived you leaving me, but you buried my heart. Whispers in empty halls say I'll be okay, but healing hurts the most when love fades away. Your sweater's still hanging by the door, like you might come back someday. I keep rehearsing conversations that we'll never say. Your coffee cup, your empty chair, they testify for you. This house remembers everything I'm trying to undo. I learned how love can disappear without a sound. You left without a goodbye, but stayed all around. And we're just ghosts we used to be, fading in familiar light. Two hearts that spoke forever, now don't recognize. I Now snow collects on every word we left unsaid, but I still heard. I try to warm you through the night, lit matches just to see your light. But even embers lose their glow, and all you give is let it go. Nothing's colder than your heart. Not December, not the dark. You kissed me like a closing door, then walked out like I was never yours. The rain outside won't freeze as fast as the moment you said this won't last. I'm standing there in Arctic air, and you don't even know I'm there. Your silence cuts like frozen glass, smooth and sharp and never pass. I trace the lines you drew in stone, don't need you better alone. But loneliness has got a name, it sounds exactly like your voice again. I wrapped my soul in your disguise, hoping one day you'd recognize the love I bled into your hands. But you just let it fall like sand. Nothing's colder than your heart. Not midnight, not the stars apart. You held me like a borrowed coat, then left me shivering in your note. The world can melt, the sun return, but you'll never burn. Just ice and human form, keeping me out, keeping me warm. Keeping me out, keeping me warm. Was I ever real to you, or just a shadow you walk through? 'Cause if love's a flame, then yours was ash, a hollow spark that wouldn't last. Colder than your heart is where I fell apart. Colder than your heart is where I still am. I used to wait for your good night. Now I count the streetlights through the night. Your voice once filled every room. Now even echoes feel like tombstones. I speak just to hear a sound, but the air won't carry me back to you. I've learned the language of the void, where every stay was just destroyed. The quiet wraps around my chest, not peace, just absence, stressed as rest. Silence is my home now, no footsteps on the stair. No, how was your day? Just static in the air. You left without a warning, took all the noise away. Now I live inside the hollow where your love forgot to stay. Silence is my home, and I'm learning how to breathe alone. I deleted all your voicemails slow, but save the last Was I too loud, too much, too true? Or did you just not want me to? 'Cause silence never asks for more. It just waits and locks the door. I looked for fingerprints on my skin, for proof that you were ever in. But the sheets are smooth, the mirror clear. No shadow of you lingering here. I keep expecting scent or sound, a whisper turning lost to found. But the wind just hums a hollow tune, like love was never in this room. I saved your texts like sacred scrolls. Now they're just ghosts in digital holes. You erased yourself so clean, so fast, like I was just a phase you passed. Love left no trace, not a threat, not a name, just an empty chair and a flickering flame. You kissed me like a secret sin, then vanished before I could begin to call you mine. Now even memories thin. Love left no trace except the ache within. Your favorite song came on last night. I waited for your ghost to rise, but silence answered cold and plain. You were real to her, but not to me. I wear your absence like perfume, but strangers pass and sense no glue. Now do you vanish without sound? Leave a heart in the ground. Love left no trace, no photo, no ring, just a voice that breaks when I try to sing. You held me like a borrowed coat and folded time around your throat and slipped away like smoke at dawn's first light. Love left no trace, but took my whole damn life. Was I a dream you didn't mean to keep? A ripple in your ocean deep. 'Cause if love leaves nothing behind, was there ever love at all? Or just my mind? No trace left. No name, no flame. stress. Stains on my sleeve, your last yes. The sky cracked open like my chest, but rain won't wash away this mess. You said you'd stay through every storm, then let me standing cold, alone and torn. I try to stitch my heart back tight, but every thread just snapped in night. No blood and water look the same when you're crying out a lover's name. I'm bleeding through the rain, no shelter, no disguise. Every drop feels like your blame, falling right into my eyes. You held me like I was safe, then vanished without a trace. Now I drown in falling skies, bleeding through the rain, and no one sees the pain. My phone's gone dark, my hands won't shake, just tremble slow for your mistake. I scream, but thunder steals my sound. Another truth I can't unlearn. You'll never love me like you swore, just use my warmth to keep your door. I wear my scars like second skin, thin enough to let the hurt back in. The storm outside, it's calm compared to how you left me unprepared. I'm bleeding through the rain, no map, no place to run. Your ghost still calls my name, even though you're the one who's gone. I gave you all I had to give. You took it, then you let me live like this, alone beneath the grave, bleeding through the rain. If love is water, then yours was flooded, drowned me, left me covered in mud. Now I walk where rivers break, with an empty heart and trembling hands, trying to understand how someone so warm could leave me bleeding in the rain, bleeding through the rain, still calling your name, but the storm won't answer, neither will you. We drew our future in the sand, with fingers warm and steady hands, said forever like it wouldn't fade, like time would bend just for our names. Now the tide's coming smooth and slow, and every vow you made is gone. I kept your words in glass jars, lit them like evening stars, but glass can't hold a broken sound, just echoes crumbling to ground. All our promises turn to dust, floating where trust used to rush. You kissed me like I was your truth, then left me choking on your proof. Now I sweep the floor each night, trying to gather what felt right, but love Just promises turn to dust. I found your ring in my coat seam, still cold from last December's dream. You slipped it off without a word, like silence was the final dig. Now I wear the space it left, a hollow circle around my chest. I built an altar out of Sunday, prayed you'd stay, but you walked away. Now even prayers feel like rest, on promises turn to dust. All our promises turn to dust, scattered by the wind's cold gust. You held me like I mattered then. Now I'm just a ghost you wrote in. I whisper plans we'll never keep, to ceilings that won't let me sleep. No future blooms in broken trust, just promises turn to dust. Was I foolish to believe in noise whispered through the leaves? 'Cause forever's just a lie that pretty people tell goodbye. Promises turn to dust, blowing through the love we lost. And I'm still holding on. I walked barefoot through our past, didn't flinch when shots held fast. You left the windows wide that night, let the storm in and took your light. Now every step I take still stings, all memories with broken wings. My skin's too soft for this cruel world, too thin for all the truths you heard. You called me strong, I played the part, but love like yours cuts deep, not hard. Broken glass, soft skin, that's how your love got in. You kissed me like I never break, then left me trembling in your wake. Now I pick the pieces slow from wounds only I can know. Every scar hums your name in a voice I can't reclaim. where your heartbeat walked. Your toothbrush stayed, your coat still hung, but you were gone, the sun. I waited days for sorry texts, for reasons, rage or last regrets, but you vanished like a breath erased, leaving only doubt in its place. I replay every fine you said, every look you left unsaid. Was I blind or did you hide the exit you planned deep inside? You left without warning. No storm, no sun, no sound, just an empty chair at morning, and the love left on the ground. I built a home inside your eyes. You patched yours up and said goodbye, without a word, without a name, just ghosted out of my whole frame. You left without warning, and I'm still standing in the rain. I check your profile like a prayer, hoping seen might mean you care, but your life moves on in filtered light while I'm stuck in endless night. No closure, no wish, not you, just absence dressed as something new. I scream into my pillow, scream, why couldn't you just say it clean? But silence doesn't know me truth, only wounds that won't unclose. You left without warning, no map, no trace, no clue, just echoes in the hallway, and a heart that trusted you. I gave you all my fragile parts, you folded them and walked away, like I was never yours to keep, just borrowed while you learned to leave. You left without warning and took my peace with you. Maybe love like mine was loud, too real for someone scared of clouds, but cowardice wears many masks. Yours was just a quiet ask. Don't notice I'm already gone. You left without warning, no goodbye, just empty sky, and me still waiting for a reason that never came. I buried us beneath the oak, where sunlight barely chokes the smoke of all the words we never said, now sleeping cold inside my head. The dirt was soft, the hole too small, like love that couldn't hold us both at all. I carved your name with trembling hands, but rain washed it like shifting sands. You don't deserve a stone so deep, just silence where your promises sleep. I cry tears in shallow graves for love that drowned in quiet waves. You left me holding empty air and planted grief I didn't ask to bear. No coffin, no rose, no final prayer, just echoes riding in the damn night air. I mourn what never shallow graves below. I visit sometimes after dark, when memory lights a fragile spark. I whisper dreams we'll never keep to soil that's far too thin to weep. You're not here, you never stayed, just borrowed warmth and walked away. I tried to plant a flower there, but roots won't grow on hollow care. So I let the weeds take hold, like you did with my heart, cold control. I cry tears in shallow graves for every someday you erase. You kiss me like I'd always be the one who'd wait eternally, but forever's just a lie we were, until you shut the door and left me sore. Now I kneel where nothing grows but tears and shallow graves alone. But tears and shallow graves alone. Was that just a season to you? A winter you passed through? 'Cause graves this shallow shouldn't ache, but mine still tremble when I wake. Tears in shallow graves, no name, no flame, just me and the ghost of us, buried too soon, too deep, too